Hi, my name is Tony Chang, and I'm here to give you a review on the NCM Prague. The NCM Prague is a budget-friendly electric mountain bike produced by the German electric bike manufacturer NCM. The NCM Prague comes in two colors, black and white, and a range of wheel sizes, 26, 27.5, and 29 inches, suiting riders from 5'4" to 6'4" in height. I'm 5'10", so I'll be reviewing the 27.5-inch model today. From the date of purchase, the shipping took 6 days from British Columbia to Ontario. Assembly was pretty easy as I just followed the assembly guide from NCM here on YouTube and made sure all screws were hand tight. I did not use a torque wrench, but most enthusiasts would say to always use a torque wrench for your screws. The hub motor is a 350 watt DOS kit motor made by NCM and powered by a D-Hawk D5 36 volt 13 amp hour battery. Just for reference, in Canada where I'm from, the maximum assist an electric bike can provide is capped at 500 watts and 32 kilometers per hour, so this bike is sold within the legal limits in Canada. The aircraft-grade aluminum frame is made by NCM. The weldings look nice, but I wouldn't say it's lightweight as they claim on their website. The fork is a Suntour XCT. Now the fork is one of the reasons why many hardcore mountain bikers dislike the Prague. The coil spring fork can't be locked out, and if you're 200 pounds or over, you can bottom it out pretty easily. With that in mind, I tightened mine up as soon as I received my bike, and I had no complications. For a frame of reference, I'm 155 pounds. The Prague comes equipped with Shimano's Altis derailleur, which is a step up from Shimano's Tourney baseline level derailleur. Rear gear changes were smooth straight from the factory without any calibration from my end. The tires are Schwalbe's Smart Sam mountain treads, which have a compact central rib design, allowing for comfortable rolling on the road and edged outer lugs for off-road trail cornering. During my commutes to work, they are comfortable to ride on the road, and I find myself cornering faster on windy paths. Good job on picking the right tire for this bike, NCM. The mechanical disc brakes are made by Tektro. They have very good stopping power and braking control, but tend to squeak a little bit. The brake grips are rubberized and very comfortable to use. The front brakes on your left hand has a motor cutoff switch and comes with a convenient built-in bell. It would have been nice if both brakes cut off the motor, but I understand that it's a budget-friendly bike, and some corners had to be cut to manufacture it at this price point. With other bikes I've owned in the past, one of my biggest pet peeves was moving grips that required constant adjustment during rides to stay comfortable. The grips by Velo on this bike are fixed with a screw on the side and are very comfortable with a wide spot for your palms for long rides. Speaking of long rides, the NCM branded Velo saddle is very uncomfortable for long rides, and I would suggest switching it up if your commute or leisure rides are more than an hour long. It is quick release and a comfortable saddle for less than hour-long trips if you're used to road bike saddles. The bike computer is nice for keeping track of your battery life, assist level, odometer distance, and speed. If you hold the plus button down when the bike is on, the screen backlight turns on for nighttime visibility. The Prague features 6 pedal assist levels, which gives the rider assistance up to certain speeds. And if you're in Canada, they also provide a thumb throttle on the right side of the handlebars. Maxing out the thumb throttle will provide the rider with a speed of up to 32.4 kilometers an hour. Now that I've reviewed all the basic components of the bike from the manufacturer, let's talk about upgrades. On the Canadian site leoncycles.ca, the only upgrade you can get for the Prague is the C7 display and an extra D-Hawk battery for your bike. The C7 is a middle-mounted display and separates the controls from the display. I found no use to upgrade the display since the controller does not allow the user to de-restrict the speed limiter regardless of the display unit. Some aftermarket upgrades I have made include a front fender for rainy rides, a front bike light, a backlight with signaling and lasers for night visibility, a phone holder for logging Strava rides, a rear rack with built-in rear fender, and a pannier if you're from Canada, or pannier if you're from anywhere else in the world. Most of these upgrades were purchased from Amazon, and they're linked in the video description below. For locks, I use a flat lock for the frame and rear tire, and 2 cable locks for the front tire, quick release rack, and saddle. For my final verdict, I am happy with my purchase of the NCM Prague. Everything seemed to be in working condition from the manufacturer. The front derailleur needed a little calibration and still rubs against the rear wheel when on the lowest setting, but I typically don't find myself using that gear during my time riding. I sometimes like to take the bike out without the battery to get some real exercise on local trails without extra added weight. I didn't really like leaving the battery mount uncovered during those rides, so I 3D modeled a plastic cover for the mount, and I'm happy with the result. Here's a list of things I wish the bike came with. A 500 watt motor for more acceleration, but that would also eat into the bike's range. A more comfortable saddle. If the range is 65 kilometers, I would like those 2 hours to be a comfortable ride. Of course, this is always up to the user's preference. Locking front suspension for commuting on roads. Rear brake engine cutoff switch. Like I said, I know some corners had to be cut to get the bike to this price, but what's a switch cost? $1 to $2 extra on the manufacturing side of things to build it into the bike. An internal battery for the display. When riding the bike without the battery, there's no way to turn on the bike display without power, so the odometer doesn't log the kilometers, and I don't get to see the speed of the bike in real time. I would also like to see more accessories made specifically for the bike, like fenders and racks. I know there's a lot of stuff on the aftermarket, but companies like Rad Powered Bikes offers a wide range of accessories for their bikes, and I would like accessories designed and engineered specifically for the bike that I purchased. It's a great bike, and I have enjoyed riding it for more than 500 kilometers already. I would recommend this bike to anyone from commuters to trail riders to those that just want to have fun. If you're going to use this bike for downhill mountain biking, I would suggest upgrading the fork to something that can handle those conditions. Thanks for watching my review on the NCM Prague. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.